let's start with the top. Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey Nick, this container has oyster sauce. What's that? Isn't that used in Chinese food? Ah, look. Right there on the counter. My Magatama, what's it doing here? What indeed? How? Is what I'm more interested in. Knives. I've never heard of some of these seasonings. Hey Nick, this container has oyster sauce. Hey, look at these knives, they look really sharp. I like to see how one of those slices through a cheesecake. Cheesecake, you don't exactly need a sharp knife for one of those, Nick. What are these lace curtains for? I don't know, but they give the place a real homey feel, don't they? Lace curtains. You know, if I was a cooking pot, I'd be perfectly happy to sit on a shelf under those. How do you respond to something like that? Or you kind of just ignore it. That smells good. Something's bubbling away nicely in that pot. Must be the lobster and frisque with whatever, with balsamic vinaigrette. Isn't that what I just ate for lunch? Maybe. What you ate is the only French dish I know the name of. There's a book on here. No, this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty. And there's a book on the dresser. Clarice Armstrong's bedtime literature. Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it? It looks like the collection of poems he's written. Poems? Cool, read one out. And say it in your best French accent with intensity, okay? Fuck off. Okay, here's one. It's called Printemps. The two like actors from the film, the coffee is still undrunk. Sweet nothing's over too soon on that sad Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea, and I know what I will do. I must lie to you, I must. Is this a murder confession? Huh, that's it? Yep, that's a poem for you. Is that like really just like a murder confession? Wait, no, go back. Coffee still. I must lie to you. I don't know, it just sounds like because it sounds really similar to what this case is. What's this? It looks like a treasure chest or something, but I doubt he did anything. Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same, too. Hey, wait a minute. What is it? There's one bottle that's different from all the others. What do you know? And it doesn't have a label either. And it doesn't smell. So what's that liquid inside then, I wonder? Hey Nick, we should borrow this. I mean, look how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he? No, we should take that down to a crime lab. Get that shit analyzed. Is that it? Probably. Let's get a gumshoe. See if he can analyze this. Hey, you're just in time. What is it, Detective Gumshoe? Lav got back to me about that newspaper you gave me. You must mean the sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So what did it say? What did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything? They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn Elg, no doubt about it. Expected as much. The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment. Cool. MC Bomber. I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well, I guess it'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me whenever you find it in the restaurant, okay, pal? Since when did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Oh, Although, I get the feeling there's something I need to show him. I wonder what I need to show him. You got one of those aroma bottles too, huh? Only this one doesn't smell. Oh, I don't get you. This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same. Wouldn't you agree? A cologne bottle that doesn't smell, huh? Smells like a skunk to me, pal. Mind letting me borrow that bottle for a while? I want to send it to the lab for analysis. The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important. Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. I had a hunch there was something funny about that, chef. You suspect Jean Armstrong? I've got that guy's number. I know what his secret is. It must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before. I guess I'd better fill you in on the details. But this Armstrong guy's secret, I mean... Swear to God, it's gonna be something stupid. So what's Mr. Armstrong's secret? You ever had lunch at Tribulations, pal? Yes. So how was it? To put it nicely, it was inedible. Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason the place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean, and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so... Yeah, I guess it's probably the food. The real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt. Really? How much does he owe? There's a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 in the red. What? $500,000? $500,000? Are we talking dollars? Real dollars? Yeah, hey, if it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble. Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise. Now, this case is full of surprises. I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch. Loan contractor. Let me check that. Sean's debt is $500,000. The loan owner of the loan is tender lender. I'd say we go check out the banker, loan people. Nothing new here. Because I don't know where he got it. I assume a local bank, but probably not. Let's actually go to that old man. Because now that I have my Magatama, I should be able to see if he's lying. The old guy's not here anymore. Fuck. And I still have some unanswered questions for him. Oh, wait. Moped? Why are you here? A scooter, huh? We would leave it right here in the middle of the park like this. The wheel guard and the light are busted. I guess it must have been an accident. It's totally red. Wah! Hey, what you think you's doing with my bike? What the fuck? What? No, I wasn't. You's have been messing with my new ride. Is that what you's have been doing? New ride? Is that kind of an old ride? Who's gonna pay for this? It wasn't me. I was just passing by. Hey, didn't who's the one that covered my saddle and crap, eh? You's gonna pay. You catch my drift? No, wait a sec. I'm not a pigeon, so I couldn't have done it. I'm a wise guy, eh? I had to beat you so hard it'll feel like you's were smooching the express train. Uh-oh. You's better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then you's gonna pay. Actually, I am a lawyer myself. Yeah, P.S. I think I found the person that was imitating me. And he doesn't look anything like me. He has the fucking hair and that's it. What'd you use to say? I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Phoenix Wright? You's saying you Phoenix Wright? Yeah, I am. So you a wise guy too, huh? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright. The one and only. What? Out of my way, I gotta cruise. Beep beep. He's gone. Surely that guy wasn't my phony, was he? He wasn't anything like me. Guess I better make a note of the scooter. Hopefully I wrote down the license plate. God, pathetic. Oh, it's you. Few threats from a little brat like that. And you look like a pigeon that's got seeds in its eyes. Have you been here the whole time then? I was in that strawberry. I had some thinking to do. Well, like you had some cowering to do. Let's talk about you being a regular. Or you're a regular at the restaurant, sir. It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? There you are, filthy pigeon. You want food. Take that. Yes. Give me that, Cyclops. Or 3. I knew it. This old guy's got something to hide, but what could it be? Let's try breaking it. Wait, profile updated? No. Let's see. What do you got in here, buddy? It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at the restaurant that you dislike so much? Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants. To eat. To eat. Is that the whole truth? What do you mean? I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all. You insolent brat, how dare you accuse me? What proof have you got? I can tell that not you nor anyone else in the world would go to the place for its food. This one. The proof is in the pudding, literally. Or in this case, the lunch menu. That's the 20 cent. The food at Tribulations is terrible and expensive. You're wrong, it's cheap. Huh? I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a lot of work since I was born other than feeding pigeons. What a load of crock. The taste's another story, but the price, it's nothing to me. So you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn? Exactly, I have so much cash I go for a swim into my money vault every day. Unfortunately, that's a lie. What? You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke. You have job listings. This is yours, right? My magazine. Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job? I was, so what? So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I need spending money. Oh? I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go there for the Javachino. Yeah, I think you mean cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there? $8. Those had better be some golden fucking beans. What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do you? Is that it? No, I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great. No, it's not, but anyway, yes, that place has free newspapers to read every day. Newspapers? Exactly, they don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there. I'm sorry, sir, but there are no free papers to read at Tribulations. This? Shit. Let's try that. Take a look at this. What is it? It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Tribulations. So what of it? This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than a month ago. What? Do you see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind. Can I actually break all of these before? I hope so. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth? I'm not hiding anything. I'm going to have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go so much to Tribulations is the waitress. Let's go. What are you asking me about that girl for? She was the waitress at Tribulations. Oh, he's the old man. Oh, okay, I get it. He's that witness that said no one was there. Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress. But I don't recognize that face. And you're probably telling the truth here. Because you weren't looking at the girl's face, but at her outfit. Oh, that's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it? I can't take it. To you, that waitress was your. Enough, please, no more. Stop saying the word. Stop saying waitress. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Wow, I actually got through that. I'll take it. Sir? Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. Fine, I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful devil. No, I didn't mean it like that. I even get one of those lousy cups of Javachino every time for $8. All because of the serving girl. Punish me, lock me up. Really, that's not what I'm here for. You'll be the same, another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. And you'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me. No, really, listen. Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy, show some respect. I'm Victor Kudo. Sorry, Mr. Kudo. You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more. This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident, which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his psych lock and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. Can I present my attorney's badge? Excuse me, no. Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Oh, ouch. Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while? Huh? Me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay. I'll just get changed. No, hang on. Can't you go like that? I guess. There's so many girls in this fucking series that need to work at this restaurant. We'll make it profitable. Sir, are you again? Well, I see. Interesting proposal. Nick, his eyes are burning into me. It's okay. I think it's going pretty well. No? You're still just a little child. Run along and play with the slide, alright? Play on the slide? We were so close. Just a little more and he could have spilled. Pigeon. How can we crack this guy? Excuse me, please, sir. Quiet, can't you see I'm feeding the pigeon? Oh my god. Mia? Wow, fuck me. If you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. Yes, of course, certainly. I'm Victor Kudo. Even from beyond the grave, wow. Can I, why? Hey, so what do you see? About the incident. Oh, you mean the man who died after drinking the Javagino? It's like he's a different person. It was quite a shock even for me. He was a strange looking boy. The girl took the Javagino over to him, you see. And was the customer alone? Definitely, he was the only one at the table. Then he took one sip of his Javagino and he said something like, "Rah," and then collapsed dead. Oh, how terrifying. You're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know. He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. It looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either. Do you like the food at Tribulations? Well, of course. I'm really quite a sophisticated man. Hey, Maya, can you just forever be like that? I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London. Really? How interesting. Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France. What a lovely story. London's in England, not France. Oh yeah, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. France isn't a city. It's too much. I can't take it. I want France. I can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy. You visit Tribune a lot, don't you? Of course, I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there. Really? Oh, you're so flattering. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure. Be careful of that chef, my dear. The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong? Your dear. That's right, the man's an ex-con. He's an ex-con? He's a convict? Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do? Oh, no, those eyes. I can't take those. Mia's really got this guy eating out of her hand. He's the pigeon. He steals things from his customers. No, that's why my fucking Magatama was gone. Fucking klepto. From his customers. Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things mainly. He's a pilfer, so be careful around him, my dear. Are you sure about this? Of course, he was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javagino. He really is a regular. Let me write you a little haiku about it. Haiku? A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about that chef. Vector's note added. If he takes anything again, you let me know. If he takes anything from you, I'll kick his ass. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Poor guy, he couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. No, you... Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called for me for something like this. You should be called for this more often. Please. Try again. I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation. I am so depressed. Had enough of being a waitress? Yeah, plus no one came to the restaurant. Oh la la, Mademoiselle Maya. No, can you leave me like these? I'm sorry. That reminds me. He had a psych lock. Mr. Armstrong had a psych lock or 3, didn't he? I'm going to have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. Volunteer? Of course. Oh my god. Why is half the letters not pronounced in French? It makes no sense to me. Oh my god. What is happening? I do not like these horrible feelings. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Adore. I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Huh? Well, that was a new world record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket? The man who died there had a lottery ticket. For $500,000. $500,000. Oui. But after the incident, this ticket... It disappeared. The ticket disappeared. These were the motives the prosecution gave for Maggie. They had said she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket. Why didn't you tell me about that sooner? Mi amor. You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me, and I want to know the reason why. Non, Monsignor. You doubted me, but I confess to you everything I know. Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket, I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by you. Mr. Armstrong, I believe there's a very high probability that it was you. Wow, that is one piercing scream even for a man like him. I'm glad I didn't do it. ¿Por qué? Moi? Why, you have no evidence. I'm not Master Mask. I'm not the kind of person who steals the property of others. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. Okay, I can't use just that. Yeah, this note. What is this? A poem? Oh, Monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems. Please read it and put some feeling into it. Convicted before, wicked man or woman, repeat offender. I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? Mon Dieu, Vincent? You are the liar. You deny it? Do not make that false accusation, s'il vous plaît. So do you have any proof? I have to see the incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers. That would be this Magatama. You literally stole it today. Seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. What is that? This is my Magatama. And I found it in your kitchen. None. Wow, that scream just about broke some windows. Oui, oui. I have a weakest for little trinkets and a figurine. My hand it just slips out and I cannot stop it. You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right? Oui, it is the truth. I'm just a timid little girl inside Monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time, it was not the small trinket it was $500,000. My more, none. Why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Really now? Oh, Monsieur, what is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you're in desperate need of a large amount of cash because you are $500,000 in debt? It's really convenient that you'd steal a $500,000 lottery ticket. This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? No. You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? Oh. Nah. Thank you. Oh, God. Mr. Armstrong, you said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How do you know he had something like that in the first place? The man I was listening to the radio is an earpiece. Huh, Maggie said something about that too. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted. And the ticket? Oui, he had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I put the poison in his coffee. No, you naughty man. I simply upped myself to one of your tickets. What? Should have taken all of them. The victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, por okay, pa? He had so many of them. Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right? How can you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. No, is this not true? Yeah, it is fucking true. I did not take it. That ticket for $500,000, I mean. But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket. Non, my file. It was not. That's enough. Huh? That! Come shoot. Mr. Godot! No. What the heck are you doing here? Is without a doubt the worst coffee I've ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. He came in here for coffee? Is his craving for coffee know no bounds? Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I'm the airhead, non. Just a pretty little girl who everyone's laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion. He had the wrong ticket. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So the ticket he took was worthless? Not quite, he did win something. $1. You see, I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I have nothing. So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal. Indeed, what did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Voila, you two. Time to laugh at that pretty little airhead. Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Victor's note thrown into the trash. Looks like we've got a new mystery now. Namely, where did the winning ticket go? I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, anyway. We can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again. Saving. And getting to court. January 7th, 9:48 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1.